Welcome to my channel Phi Concepts CHM. Here we are going to see two experiments. One is UJT characteristics and the another is UJT as a relaxation oscillator. Aim to study UJT characteristics. This is the circuit diagram. This is the UJT with its three terminals. This is the emitter. This is base 1 and this is base 2. We apply two supply voltages. One is the emitter supply VEE. Second is this VBB. There is a 1 kilo ohm resistor connected to the emitter. Here the emitter current is measured, IE. Here the emitter voltage is measured in this voltmeter. Here VBB is measured, and also we can measure the base current here. This is the pin configuration of UJT. It shows a bottom view. We can see a notch here. Near to the notch is the emitter, then the base 1 and then base 2. Procedure: connect the circuit as shown. Keep first VBB is equal to 0 volts and then change VE and record IE. Now keep VBB is equal to some constant potential difference. So say like 4 volts, 8 volts or 5 volts, 10 volts. Then change VE and corresponding values of IE are noted. To find RBB, we keep IE is equal to 0 and VEE open. And change VBB and record the corresponding values of IB. Plot a graph of VE versus IE for different values of VBB. From the curve we can find the values of VP, that is a peak point voltage, and hence plot the graph of VP versus VBB. So observation table is first for VBB is equal to 0 volt, we need note down VEE and IE. For VBB is equal to 4 volt, same thing is repeated, and again for VBB is equal to 8 volt, note down VE and IE. Second part is to find RBB. We keep IE is equal to 0, that is VE is kept open. Change VBB and note down IB. To find eta, we can note down VP from the first part for different VBB. To plot a graph of VE versus IE, we get this kind of response. Also we plot a graph of VBB versus IB. Its slope will be is equal to RBB. Also we can plot a graph of VP versus VBB. So these are the readings that you get for different values of VBB. VBB is equal to 0 volt. We get the values of IE and VE. Then for VBB is equal to 4 volt, you can see that initially the current is 0 even if you change the voltage. Then at a particular voltage the current start increasing. At that time this voltage will drop down. So first it was the current started at the peak point voltage. It suddenly reduces to the valley point voltage. Then later on when it drops down again, you have to increase the voltage. There will be not much increase in the voltage, but there will be an increase in the current. So same procedure is repeated for VBB is equal to 10 volt, 12 volt, etc. This is the second part where we are keeping VE open. We change VBB. We are going on increasing it. The base current will also increase. This is the graph plotted VE versus IE. This is VBB versus IBB. We get the slope, that is RBB. The result is you find the intrinsic standoff ratio from the first graph, and from the second graph we get RBB's value. Second experiment, the aim is to study the working of UJT as a relaxation oscillator. Apparatus is we use an UJT, resistors, capacitors, DC power supply and CRO. Formula, the period of oscillation, capital T is equal to RC into ln of VBB minus VB upon VBB minus VP. VP is the peak point voltage and VB is the valley point voltage. This is the circuit diagram with the UJT. Here you have a resistor RT and this is the capacitor CT, R1 resistor and R2 resistor. VBB is fixed at 12 volts. Observations for different values of RT, where we are keeping the capacitance value fixed, and for different values of RT we can measure the time period of the wave. Also we can calculate the time period with the given formula. For VBB is equal to 12 volt, we get VP and VV, which we have done in the earlier experiment. So for a particular value of VBB, you can get VP and VV from the first experiment and substitute in this formula and get the time period. So these are the readings. For CT is equal to 0.001 microfarad. We are changing the RT resistance and noting down the time period, and also we are calculating it. Again you can change the capacitance and repeat the same thing. These are the calculations for a particular VBB. We note down VP and VB and substitute it in this formula and we get the calculated time period. These are the waveforms of which we are finding the time period. In the result, we can write down the time period, the observed and the calculated time period. They will be approximately same. Thank you for watching this video.